Right then, lads.
Today we're doing the Team of the Week for Match Day 3 in the Premier League.
Getting straight into it, we have our goalkeeper, which is Jordan Pickford. Obviously kept a clean sheet in their 2-0 win over Brighton, and he made some pretty decent saves as well.
Yeah, it's never easy to keep a clean sheet away from home, especially to Brighton. Of course, they've got amazing attackers such as Trossard and Malpe. Even Basuma had a pretty good game, but he was able to keep him out with some pretty good saves and ended up picking up a yellow card in around the 80th minute. There wasn't many goalkeepers this week who did keep the clean sheet, so I had to go with Jordan Pickford here.
Yeah, for our first defender, we're going for the Chelsea Danish centre-back, Christensen. Obviously had an amazing Euro and didn't keep a clean sheet against Liverpool, but he drew, and obviously Chelsea were down to 10 men because of Reece James stupidly just handballing it off the line.
Yeah, it's never easy to keep the clean, well, not clean sheet, but to keep the score and not to let Salah, Mane, or Firmino score. And especially when Jota came on, he's got fresh legs and he had an amazing game. Got man of the match as well. He was able just to block off all of the attacking chances and overall was a really good player. Now, onto our other centre back, and it had to be another Chelsea one, of course, able to keep out Salah again, and it had to be Rudiger. Of course, again, in that Chelsea squad that drew 1-1 to Liverpool, but it's never easy, again, to go down to 10 men and keep the draw, especially at Anfield.
Yeah, Rudiger, an absolutely amazing player, so underrated. And yeah, obviously had a fantastic game against Liverpool with Liverpool's amazing attacking prowess to keep them out. Done an amazing job.
Now onto our left back is Jacob Murphy from Newcastle. They didn't keep the clean sheet. In fact, he conceded 2 goals for them, but he ended up getting a amazing cross into Callum Wilson to get an assist. And otherwise, he's been a pretty good player for Newcastle. Came through the academy and now is starting for them week in, week out.
Yeah, I don't know much about this player, but obviously from this game week, getting an assist. Not winning, obviously due to Southampton, but to get an assist, and apparently he's really young, and I'm looking forward to see more of him in the Premier League. Now, on to our final defender is going to be the Man United right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Absolutely quality player, keeping out Wolves' amazing attack. Obviously got players like Prudence and Trincao to defend. And yeah, had a great game. Very good player. And yeah.
Yeah, of course, keeping the clean sheet is never easy. It's really hard to keep a clean sheet away from home. So Wolves team that are hungry for a win, Jimenez back. But there wasn't, again, many defenders here who had an amazing performance in match week 3.
Now, onto our first midfielder is going to be Rodri. Obviously, absolutely just terrorising Arsenal. Had an absolutely amazing game. Even got a goal, which for him is not very common. And when he does score, it's always a banger. And yeah, had a great game. Obviously kept a clean sheet, which was quite important for his role. And just an absolutely quality player. And I think he's one of the best CDMs in the Premier League.
He was able to keep out Arsenal single-handedly. Players such as Diaz and Stones, we would never put him in here because, first of all, not too hard to keep a clean sheet against Arsenal, but Rodri did all the dirty work, kept out players such as Aubameyang, Smith Rowe, Saka, even Odegaard, and otherwise, yeah, got a goal and absolutely battered Arsenal. Now to our final centre mid, it had to be Ward-Prowse. Southampton, again, didn't get the win against Newcastle. It was 2-2, but a very vital last minute, literally 96-minute penalty to get the win. And as soon as it was a penalty, Ward-Prowse is a set-piece specialist. Of course he's going to score it.
Yeah, we know when Ward-Prowse on a set piece, he's burying it. And I think he's one of the best set piece takers in the Premier League and that we have seen in a long, long time.
Now, onto the right mid, it is Salah. Of course, got the goal against Chelsea. It was a penalty. Of course, you can't really say much about it. He didn't absolutely terrorise the defence. It's hard to when you have players such as Rudiger, Christensen. But otherwise, Salah played quite well. Best player for that Liverpool team and getting a goal that salvaged a point.
Yeah, Salah, he scores all the time. He's a goal machine. And obviously, against Chelsea, I understand it was at Anfield, but even so, champions of Europe, absolutely quality team. And Salah always does a job against any team he comes up against. Now, for our final midfielder, it's going to be Pablo Fornals, the West Ham left mid. Absolutely quality player. He's so fun to watch, so skillful. He's not the quickest player, but he creates chances like anything.
Yeah, West Ham fans love him. Ever since he came in from Villarreal 2 years ago, I believe, he's been absolutely brilliant to watch. So skillful, so fun to watch, and one of West Ham's only really skillful players, except from him and Ben Rama, they go well so together. And also it helps when you just whip balls in and you have Antonio in the box.
Yeah, now for our first attacker, it's going to be Gabriel Jesus, another player, another Man City player. Obviously, again, terrorised Arsenal, got a goal, got an assist, done his job, done amazingly, and another player that you just can't hate.
Yeah, he almost played as a left forward, right forward sort of role. He's not playing his natural position as striker, but he's actually come out and said that he prefers his position as he can take on players really easily, as he's so skillful. And this is where he plays for Brazil as well. So it goes hand in hand for him to be playing like this for the rest of the season. Now, on to our final player in the starting 11, it had to be Mikel Antonio. We were a little bit reluctant to put him in here as he was here last week, but you're always going to have to put him here if he carries on with this form. Got a goal and an assist, salvaged and absolutely carried West Ham to get a draw at Crystal Palace. Not the best result for West Ham, especially as how good they have been playing. And otherwise, Antonio absolutely carried them as usual.
Yeah, and also a big milestone for him, reached his 50th goal. So well done to him. And another player, he's been playing like, I think it was right mid or right wing back a few years back, now striker, top goal scorer, and he's an absolute threat to play against. He's so big, he's so fast, and he's so just terrifying.
That's the start 11 done. Now on to our honourable mention. We have to do one every week, and it had to be Mason Greenwood, a player who's on form recently, and it's going to be hard to replace him out the team, especially with the new signings such as Sancho, who did play, but now Ronaldo coming in. I don't know how they're going to fit all these quality players in. Rashford coming back from injury. It's going to be hard. I feel like Greenwood's going to suffer from this unless he keeps on playing like this and you can't take him out the team. Of course, getting a goal in the 80th minute to salvage the win absolutely carried them. United didn't play very well, but Greenwood was a saving grace in that game.
Yeah, Green was absolutely quality players, finishing second to none, as we've seen. Every time he shoots, you have to say, "Oh, this is definitely going to be a goal." A very interesting thing, Ryan actually got the assist, so got a goal contribution. So yeah, fair play to him. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, and we'll see you next.
Peace.